The morning light drifts lazily across the room, spilling over the edges of the curtains and pooling in warm, quiet patches on the floor. You notice it first in the small spaces, the way your chest feels heavier than usual, or how your fingers linger on the edge of the coffee mug as if holding on will tether you to calm. Anxiety is often silent in its approach, subtle in its whispers, and gentle in the way it masks itself behind ordinary moments. You may not realize that the tension curling at the base of your neck, the quiet rushing thoughts, or the sudden urge to check your phone again are all threads your mind is tugging on to speak to you. Your mind does not always shout. Sometimes, it hums. It hums in the restless energy you feel when you sit too long, tapping a pen against the desk, or bouncing your leg without meaning to. Psychologists call this psychomotor agitation, and it's a signal of heightened arousal. Your nervous system alerting you even before words arrive. This energy is not a failure of control. It is your body's way of saying, I'm aware. I'm paying attention. Something inside me wants to move, to release, to be heard. Imagine sitting in a dimly lit room, your gaze caught by shadows dancing against the wall, and noticing your leg keeps moving without your conscious permission. That movement is a language your body uses, a soft message that you are alive, sensing, reacting. The science behind it reminds you that your brain, through the amygdala and sympathetic pathways, responds first to perceived threats, even small ones, before your rational mind can intervene. This is the first hidden way. The body speaks before the mind notices. Then there is the mind's quiet trick of racing thoughts, a relentless carousel circling a single worry from every possible angle. You may find yourself replaying conversations, imagining outcomes, calculating probabilities in a loop that feels both necessary and exhausting. Cognitive psychologists call this rumination, a mental tug-of-war that keeps your brain engaged but often leaves your heart weary. It is a mechanism meant to protect you, evolved to anticipate danger and prepare for challenge, yet it can overstay its welcome. Picture yourself walking through a misty park at dawn, the fog curling around the trees, each thought rising and fading like clouds overhead. Recognizing this pattern is not a critique. It is the second hidden way anxiety speaks. It teaches you that your mind wants to prepare, wants to shield you, even if it sometimes overshoots, creating loops of worry that cloud the serenity around you. You may notice another whisper in your behaviors. Avoidance. You hesitate before making a call, delay sending a message, or find excuses to skip events you once enjoyed. This is not laziness. It is a subtle protective gesture from your brain. Behavioral psychologists note that avoidance is often a learned response to perceived threats, a way to reduce immediate discomfort even if it increases long-term stress. Imagine standing at the edge of a bridge, the wind brushing against your face, your hands curling into the fabric of your coat. Avoidance is your mind's tender hand, urging caution, reminding you that you are sensitive, that you care about outcomes. Awareness of this pattern, the third hidden sign, is a quiet liberation. Noticing that you pause, that you hesitate, allows you to hold your actions with curiosity rather than judgment, inviting gentle experiments of courage rather than self-criticism. Then comes the fourth whisper. Physical tension. You feel it in your jaw, clenched tightly as if holding words back. In your shoulders, rounded forward against an invisible weight. In your stomach, fluttering as though it carries a small storm. Somatic psychologists remind us that the mind and body are inseparable. Stress is not only psychological but physiological, expressed in muscles, heartbeat, and breath. Watching these subtle signs as they appear is a form of intimate self-awareness. Visualize lying on your bed at dusk, the room bathed in soft orange light, tracing each sensation without attempting to change it. In noticing, you provide a safe space within yourself for the tension to be named, acknowledged, and eventually released. Anxiety here is not an enemy but a messenger, pointing to the spaces in your life that require gentleness, rest, or attention. Finally, there is the hidden anxiety of over-preparation, the need to control the small details, to rehearse each scenario before it arrives. Psychologists describe this as perfectionistic vigilance, a blend of conscientiousness and fear, a desire to prevent failure by anticipating every possibility. You might find yourself rewriting emails, checking lists twice, or pacing before leaving home. Instead of condemning yourself, consider this a tender signal. Your mind wants order, wants safety, wants reassurance. Imagine yourself sitting at a window during a soft rain, watching droplets chase each other down the glass, and feeling the urge to organize your day or your space. This is your brain asking for trust, for routine, for the comfort of being prepared. Recognizing this pattern, the fifth hidden way, is a doorway to self-compassion. By noticing your carefulness, you can ask gently, what fears am I trying to soothe? How might I allow imperfection without judgment? These 5 hidden ways, restless movement, racing thoughts, avoidance, bodily tension, and over-preparation, are not failures, they are languages. They are the quiet poetry of your nervous system, the careful scripting of your mind's evolutionary wisdom. They appear in ordinary moments. While waiting for a friend, walking home in the golden light, stirring tea absent-mindedly, sitting in traffic, or reading an email. Each one is a whisper from your subconscious, an invitation to pause and understand. In the calm observation of these signs, psychology transforms from a set of abstract theories into a living, breathing guide for self-compassion. You begin to see that anxiety is not an intruder but a companion, teaching you about limits, sensitivities, and the ways you process the world. As awareness grows, so does gentleness. You may start to notice how your mind shifts when you breathe intentionally, slow the racing thoughts, or release the tension in your shoulders. Cognitive behavioral principles suggest that by noticing these patterns without judgment, you create a new relationship with them. A relationship grounded not in resistance, but in recognition. Picture yourself in a sunlit field at dawn, the grass damp underfoot, the air crisp, and your breath in sync with the rhythm of the world around you. Each moment of attention is an act of care, a reassurance that your mind is allowed to speak, that you are allowed to listen. And in listening, you find a subtle beauty in what was once discomfort. The restless energy becomes a dance of awareness, the racing thoughts a map of concern and care, the avoidance a gentle reminder of your boundaries, the physical tension a signal of needs unmet, the over-preparation a reflection of your desire to safeguard what matters. Your brain, through all its hidden whispers, is not an adversary. It is a teacher, patient and intricate, guiding you through the landscapes of your inner world with the language of sensation, thought, and habit. In the evenings, as the world softens into shadow, you might sit quietly with these signs. A gentle hand on your chest, a slow exhale, a tender acknowledgement. I see you. I hear you. I am with you. Neuroscientists explain that this attunement activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the system that soothes, restores, and balances. In this safe observation, anxiety loses its power as a tyrant and becomes a companion, a soft voice urging presence and self-kindness. This story of your mind is not about fixing, forcing, or silencing. It is about recognition, curiosity, and care. Each hidden sign of anxiety is an opportunity to practice awareness, to gently explore the landscapes of your nervous system, and to discover the wisdom embedded in what you once called discomfort. Your mind, intricate and ancient, seeks equilibrium, understanding, and compassion. By noticing the subtle language of your body, thoughts, and habits, you offer yourself the deepest gift: the permission to be human, fully present, and tender with your own experience. And so, you continue, not chasing calm as a distant destination, but walking through the quiet unfolding of your inner world. Each step is a lesson, each breath a guide. You notice, you name, you feel, you acknowledge. Restless energy becomes rhythm, racing thoughts become maps, avoidance becomes awareness, tension becomes insight, over-preparation becomes reflection. Anxiety, once hidden and mysterious, transforms into a teacher of self-understanding, a mirror of your sensitivity, a companion in your growth. The day turns to night, and you are still here, present in your body, aware of your mind, tender with your responses. The world hums quietly outside, and within, you find the same soft rhythm. You are learning the art of gentle observation, the poetry of subtle signals, and the science of your own nervous system. And in this learning, a quiet magic emerges. You see that your mind was never against you. It only ever wanted to protect, to guide, to help you navigate the complex terrain of being alive. You are safe. You are seen. You are learning to be with yourself, fully, gently, and curiously, one subtle whisper of the mind at a time.